Another PPP event is in the books. That's right, WWE Backlash 2022 just happened at Providence, Rhode Island, and it left us with loads to talk about. One of the most heated rivalries between Charlotte Flair and Ronda Rousey was settled in an I Quit match, which was expected to be the highlight of the night, and spoiler alert, it actually was. Today, we're going to be taking a deep look at last week's pay-per-view match between the two top superstars of SmackDown and everything else you need to know about Backlash. So let's get started. The feud. When Ronda made her debut in the WWE, the one person we all wanted her to be matched up with was Charlotte Flair. The WWE built up to their match for a full year, and it was expected to be the first ever women's WrestleMania main event. Now, this should tell you that Charlotte and Ronda were meant to be rivals. Of course, WWE didn't stick to their original plan due to the Becky Lynch takeover, which led to a triple threat match between the girls, as WrestleMania being the main event. A milestone conquered, and it might never have happened if not for Becky's injury at the Survivor Series. We can all thank Nia Jax for that one. The Queen and Rousey were still supposed to face each other in a one-on-one match at some point. We've got to see these dream matches at some point, and the WWE gave it to us at the grandest stage of them all, WrestleMania. The pair battled it out in an incredible match, as you would expect at this highest level. The match was for the SmackDown Women's Championship. Charlotte entered as the champ and was looking to defend her throne, and she did just that after a series of back-and-forth exchanges and some pretty dirty tricks to neutralize the referee. The I Quit match at WrestleMania Backlash. We all knew that it wasn't over at WrestleMania. We were going to need a definitive finish to the match to find out who the best woman really is. The match at WrestleMania ended via pinfall, which just didn't seem right since both Charlotte and Ronda are submission artists, and they both like to make their opponents tap. Charlotte with the Flair's special figure 8 leg knot lock, and Ronda with her legendary armbar. The decision to end the match through a pinfall, especially in favor of Charlotte, makes a lot of sense. WWE's been trying to build Ronda into the next big thing, the baddest woman on the planet, and part of her top dog gimmick is that she never taps. To all you new fans out there, Ronda actually held the title of the baddest woman on the planet when she was the bantamweight champion of the UFC. The Olympic bronze medalist in judo is one of the most highly decorated combat sport athletes turned WWE superstar. Vince knows better than to waste such a talent. The WWE built up her character to be the single strongest out of everybody. Well, maybe with the exception of Charlotte Flair. The rematch was inevitable, and this time we wanted to see one of them tap out and ask for a way out, and boy did we get exactly that. An I Quit match was scheduled for WWE's May pay-per-view, WrestleMania Backlash. The build-up leading to the event was fun to watch. The two superstars involved in the match faced off in a beat-the-clock I Quit challenge. Ronda successfully completed the challenge, but Flair was unable to do so, and her frustrations were taken out on Drew Gulak, who was just sitting in the timekeeper's area. What a waste of talent that is. We finally got to the big night, thankful that both these girls stayed in one piece despite all that crazy build-up. The performance of both of the athletes was up to the mark, and the match was just as we expected, full of eye-catching spots of limitless action. We all love a good match scheduled for one fall, but it's nice to see these superstars use the steel chairs to hit each other once in a while, and we saw a lot of that at Backlash, and it was brutal. Both Charlotte and Ronda got to lock their signature moves on each other. The figure 8 by Charlotte was tight, but Ronda didn't want out, even throwing the B word in just to settle it. The match ended with Ronda locking in an armbar, to which Charlotte didn't quit at the beginning, but as her arm got hyperextended, she ended up saying the words, and that's all she wrote. We've got a new SmackDown Women's Champion, folks, and it's finally been settled. Can you hear the wedding bells? Not many of us were surprised by WWE's decision to make Charlotte drop the belt. Soon after the match ended, it was announced that Charlotte had suffered a fracture in the radius due to the armbar supplied by Ronda. In all likelihood, this is just a storyline injury, and Charlotte is totally fine. The reason why she lost the match and the injury was announced was so that the 13-time WWE Women's Champion could get a break to get married to the love of her life and former WWE superstar Enraged. Charlotte has been engaged to Enraged El Idolo for more than 2 years. The two have been together for a long time, and they finally decided to tie the knot. Even though the two of them didn't work in the same company anymore, they're both taking time off of their busy schedules this summer and getting a proper ceremony to celebrate their love. Charlotte spoke to Ariel Helwani on BT Sports about her future. She revealed that the couple had planned a summer marriage in the home country of Enraged back in Mexico. She's already got a dress ready and is looking forward to walking down the aisle. We don't know for sure what it means for her career, but she didn't give a definitive response on how much time she's going to be taking off after the wedding, but I really don't think that now is the time to think of that. We should be taking the time to be happy for Charlotte and Enraged, and we'll be waiting to see them back in action when they're ready. Other related news, Riddle and Zayn go at it. We can all agree by now that anything Sami Zayn touches is gold. The self-proclaimed locker room leader has one of the most entertaining gimmicks and continues to put on a show week after week. In the most recent episode of SmackDown Live, the RK Bro Kendo went to the ring and called out the Bloodline. Sammy, being himself, got into the ring representing the Bloodline and found himself in a one-on-one match against the OG Bro. The match was entertaining, and we even saw Sammy taking out everyone momentarily with his signature suicide dive. Unfortunately for him, he ended up losing the match after Riddle hit him with a Bro Derek. Rousey's open challenge. You know what always works for the top guys to get over with the crowd? An open challenge for the title. We've seen the likes of John Cena and Seth Rollins using these open challenges to put over the talent on the roster while reminding everybody why they're at the top of their performances. Rousey issued an open challenge for her SmackDown Women's title, and the call-out was answered by Raquel Rodriguez. The two put on the best match of the night with a number of near falls for Rodriguez that actually made us think she might get it done. The match ended with the most devastating move in all of sports entertainment. A surprise roll-up, and Ronda retained her belt. If that doesn't generate some interest in Raquel Rodriguez's push, we don't know what else is. A tag team unification match is in the making. After the six-man tag team match at WrestleMania Backlash, which saw the Bloodline getting the win over RK Bro and Drew McIntyre, the stage was set for the Raw Tag Team Champions to face the SmackDown Tag Team Champions to find out who really is the best. The RK Bro rolled into SmackDown Live looking for a fight. They interrupted Roman Reigns' promo and issued a challenge to the Usos to face them in a winner-takes-all tag team title unification match. The winning team would be called the undisputed WWE Tag Team Champions. Even though it wasn't officially announced, we should also be expecting to see new belts not representing the show's color. I don't know about you, but we can't wait to see it. Sabotage. This week's edition of Raw saw both Becky Lynch and Seth Rollins interrupt their rivals' matches. Did they plan on this together? We'll never know. Becky looks like she'll be going after Asuka. The Empress was having a title eliminator match to get her shot at the Raw Women's Champion Bianca. Becky was not having any of it, and she unloaded a vicious attack on Asuka to make a statement. And as for Seth Rollins, it doesn't look like his issues with Cody have been addressed yet. Despite falling short of the matches at WrestleMania and Backlash, Seth still wants to go pick a fight with Cody anytime he gets an opportunity. This week, we saw him attacking Cody during his US title match against Theory. When do you think this bad blood is gonna end? And that's a wrap for this video. What were your reviews on WWE Backlash? Let us know in the comment section below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. See you in the next one.